Well, let's do this. I don't think the pulp is quite what I need, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. But first, set that off to the side. We want to take these I just want to have it right. So let me take this off. Move that up. Got to straighten this out a little bit. This one actually goes down here. And I want to get it together as close as I can. Move that up where it belongs. We'll raise it up on my let's see. Got this piece, but I'm not sure where it goes. Where's my... Well, I had it, and now I don't know what I did with it. That's typical. We'll just use a paintbrush. Yeah, this looks like it goes right about there. This one, turn it over the right way. Put it like that. And this one, I believe, might go down here. Unfortunately, it's not turning out exactly the way I want it to. There we go. I think it goes like that. Let me get my straight edge so I can make sure the bottom is straight. And we'll move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think that's good. Next. Well, I just messed it up. Bring that down. All right. I think that's going to be good enough for right now. Now this is a first thing I need to do. Let me get it wet because I am going to be and that'll help the pieces stay where they're supposed to be. That's part of the reason why I want to get it wet. Cats are having a bit of a disagreement. I have one that likes to sleep in the chair that I sit on outside, and he don't want anybody else sitting on it, so he disagrees with them a little bit. Now I don't have that piece on here, but I'm going to go ahead and flatten this out a bit. Ooh, I just tore off another piece. That's all right. We will make it happen. We'll make it work. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is spread a little methyl cellulose. And this is a thicker solution than I'm going to be using for other parts of it. But I want to put this anywhere that I intend on having any of my pulp, because that'll help it to stick. I'm going to put a little bit down here. I'll just put some on all the corners. It won't hurt. Right there. All right. Let me stop the video before it decides to stop itself. And we restart it. And I got my thing here, and I'm just going to put a little bit up here, if I can. And down here. If it looks like it has a little bit of soap on it, it's because it does. I did that on purpose. It helps the flow. Yeah, I know it looks like I have way too much on there. And I probably do. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't good. That's all right. I know it seems like it's awfully thick, and it is. Well, that wasn't good. And I said I was going to do this corner over here, so we'll put some over there. And I'll put a little bit up here. A little bit more here. And in the middle. And I think that's going to be it. So, next up, let's put this down. And like I said, it's not... I kept trying different blends, and I finally just said, the heck with it, I'm just going to use it and let it go and do it and see how it turns out. And so that's what I did. But I'm not finished. This is a more diluted solution of methyl cellulose than what I put on initially. And I didn't do this with the interior pages because I didn't think it needed it, but this exterior page is in really bad shape, or the cover. It's, yeah, I wasn't happy with it. Okay, I'm going to stop the video so I can restart it. Plus I want to go get something out of the kitchen. So, why did I go in the kitchen? I'm going to show you. Jerry the Jitterbug will be proud. My thought process in this is, since I don't have a suction table, maybe I can get this to flatten out a little more this way. Now I'm going to flip it over. And the reason I'm going to flip it over is to check those corners to see how they turned out. Not bad. This one's pretty good. This one is, it's a little off. Let's see if we can get it right. I like that. That's a little better. Good. Go ahead and do a little methyl cellulose on this side. This is about 1/4 strength, or maybe even less than that, of what I used before I put that on. Put my the corners didn't turn out well at all as far as the pulp goes, but I'm not going to redo them. Let's go ahead and throw some paper towels on here, and I'll use some appropriate sound effects. Put a Teflon sheet on there because that's what I always do. Another couple of paper towels. This is actually, just so you know, this is 2 layers of paper towel, not one. And put those down on there. Gotta have the right sound effects. That's something that Jerry taught me. You have to, if you're going to, if you're going to do something that's weird, use the right sound effects. They don't have to be the right one for everybody. Everybody can have their own sound effects. That's fine. But you have to use sound effects to make it work. Otherwise, it doesn't work right. Whatever you did is never going to turn out if you use the wrong sound effects. So put that there. I'm going to stick it in the press. I'll check it again in a few hours just before I go to sleep because I'm doing this at about 9 o'clock at night. I could have done this all day. I had other things to do. So yeah, I'm going to put this in the press and I'll check it tonight, probably change my paper towels tonight, and then tomorrow morning, this is Monday, so tomorrow morning will be Tuesday, and I can check it and maybe change the paper towels one more time, and then show you the results. Here it is. It's time to take a look and see how it turned out. Now, I'll admit I peeked. I peeked while it was still a little damp to see if I made any major mistakes. And of course I did. And we'll get to those. But it's completely dry now, so let's go ahead and take off the Teflon. And we'll take off the now I'll take this off very carefully. I'm not too disappointed with the color, not overly happy with it. Down here it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good up here on the corners. It looks okay. So where are my mistakes? Mistake number one. I didn't put any, I didn't attach this with the, like I'd planned to. I just forgot to put it over it, the pulp over it to attach it. Number two is this one up here is, it didn't attach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pulp off of that, and I'm just going to use Tingujo paper to attach it. And the same thing down here. I'll use some Tingujo paper to attach it. I'm not going to show you that today. I'll show you that on Friday. There's a tear here I forgot about. I'll fix that with some Tingujo. And I'm going to put this back on to try to keep everything together, and then we'll flip the whole thing over. Look at the other side. Now this side I know, I haven't looked at this side to be honest with you, but I know the color's not going to be right. Just because the inside has so much of a variation in color. And I couldn't get the tan, and then when I got close to the tan, the whites looked bad. So yeah, let's very carefully remove this. It is sticking a little bit. I imagine that's from the methyl cellulose I put on it. Not great. It is flat. There's a space in here that looks like I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a little piece of the paper that I had down here moved up here, and I can see it through the pulp. It's not a really great thing. I need to work on getting my pulp a little more smooth. I'll have to try to remove some of this from the edges here. I think I can do it with a stiff brush. Yeah, it's coming up a little bit. So we'll work on that and trim it down. Put this where it goes, like this. And I'll seal up the tears that I missed. That's the biggest one right there, and then there's one here, and I want to redo this. What I might do is, yeah, that's just not, that's not even attached. So what I might do is trim down the paper. I might just soak this and take the paper pulp, take it off of the paper pulp completely. I don't know. I'll deal with that on Friday. I would do it today, but I have a really bad headache and I'm going to go take a nap. So yeah, not 100% happy with it. Tell me what you think. Should I just soak it and remove all of the pulp that I put on it and try it again, or what? What do you think? I'm interested in what you think. We've been going with you so far. I filled that instead of doing that. So I am interested, and we'll go from there. If I do leave it like this, I might go ahead and put a small strip of Tengujo here just to give extra reinforcement to that that page. I know once I get it finished, I'm going to go ahead and humidify it so that I can do a cover fold on it. So that's going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Should I start over again? Should I do a new pulp or try to adjust this one a little bit darker? I don't know. Do you agree with my decision of maybe just using Tengujo to reattach this piece and then seal that and any other small tears I find? Let me know. In the meantime, see you tonight, Wednesday night. Be live, 8 p.m. Central. It's going to be an interesting one. How and why did I start collecting Marvel comics? That's what it is. That's what I'm going to talk about. And I'll show some comics too, so there's no problem there. So see you tonight. Have yourself a great day, and bye.